listening to the Fours Up Podcast with your host, Marsh.
What up, Canes fans? It's the Fours Up Podcast coming to you live on this wonderful Friday, August 17th. No, not August. What day is it? The 14th.
14th, yeah.
August. And it's your boy, Marsh. And as always, I am joined by my wonderful producer and co-host, Jordan Nelson. Jordan, end of the week. We're 27 days from kickoff.
Dude, I brought a smile to my face when you said that, man. I just can't wait for football.
How was your vacation?
It was really good. Very relaxing, you know. We went to the lake, the reservoir down there, and had some fun and just caught up on some sleep, man. It was a really good time.
Good deal.
Yeah, although so I went on vacation for a few days to kind of get away from everything, clear my head. I came back last night and then I had a dream about the hurricanes and Miami Twitter and whatever. And I woke up and I was like, man, I needed a longer vacation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I've been because my phone is broken and I've been using my siblings' phones and my mom's phone to tweet. But other than that, like I haven't had that much social media time, with having no phone, and it has been amazing.
Yeah, I love what we do, interacting with people on Twitter and stuff. But for every handful of people that I really love, there's always a bad apple that kind of ruins things.
Hey, that's how it is everywhere. I mean,
yeah,
not everyone is going to be as nice as most of Hurricanes Twitter, but it's okay. We're just going to keep smiling, going to keep lifting weights, and
you know me. Just trying to be like you, man. Just trying to get those pythons going.
I don't know where my pythons went, but they are gone. They have left me. They are gone.
I can't get my arms big for some reason. My chest and my shoulders, they bulk up pretty well, but my arms just kind of stay the same no matter what I do.
I'm the opposite. Like when I was a sophomore in high school and I was getting into lifting, I read that the triceps make up like 70% of your arm. And so I was like, oh, well, I have to lift triceps like 4 times a week now. And for that, my chest didn't grow. And so like throughout high school and even now, like it looks like my chest is inverted and I walk around like a freak. But yeah, I just got back from Canes wear. It sucked because our boy Brett wasn't there, so I couldn't meet him and talk with him. But we
got to Brett though.
Yeah. But me, my brothers, my mom, we all got we got way too much crap. Actually, we got so much Cane stuff.
That's good, man. That's good. I'm just so excited. Like it's that time of year that like late summer. There's just a smell in the air, at least in Utah, as summer's winding down and fall is approaching.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I can smell that, like
football season.
Oh, dude, and it's a special feeling, man. It like gives me the jitters. Like I want to start jumping up and down and like get hyped because I know that it's my favorite time of the year is just weeks away. I just can't wait, dude.
I know. I'm so excited. And I'm very excited about tonight's show because we got 2 great guests for you guys. We got friend of the program, John Michaels, coming on first. And then first time on the show, head coach Mike Manasco from Palmetto High School here in Miami, who I don't know if you guys have heard, but he has a lot of good players, some of them.
Yeah.
So I am excited. I am so freaking stoked for this show. I am about that with every show, but I'm very excited about tonight. So what do you say we get John on the phone?
Yeah, for sure. Let me patch him in real quick.
Yo.
John, what's up, man?
What's up, guys?
John Michaels, very good friend of the program. Long time no talk. How you doing, brother?
Doing great, man. How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
We're doing good. And I'm just enjoying the sun down here in South Florida. Too bad you're not down here.
One of these days, more like 7 years from now, when our kids finally graduate high school, I'm getting the hell out of here. I got 3 of them. One of them's in 10th grade. One of them's in 7th. One's in 6th. Kane's the youngest. As soon as he gets his ass out of high school, I'm done with Georgia. Because then me and the wife can buy a condo, hang out on the beach. You know, I've slimmed down, but I could get fat again if I go back to South Florida because I'm married and my wife looks too good for me anyway. So, yeah, 7 years and I'm getting the hell out of here.
Bro, I'm already, dude, anytime I come down here, I swear I gain like 20 pounds. It's the food here rivals like anywhere in the country.
Yeah, it's New Orleans. I mean, if you've ever been to New Orleans, oh my goodness, you go to New Orleans and you've got to eat 2 or 3 po' boys and a pot of shrimp gumbo. And it's just people with etouffee and something with rice. And the next thing you know, you come home and go, how'd I gain 8 pounds? Like I was there for 3 days. What the hell just happened? But Miami's exactly the same way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's start off. You just started a new podcast, The State of Miami. How's that going?
So far, so good. Really appreciate, everybody that's tuned in and listened. I'm kind of blown away with some of the numbers that I've been getting on there and some of the reaction that I'm getting. It's something that, quite frankly, I should have started about 4 or 5 years ago. But, when you're working in radio, a lot of times you get done doing radio, and the last thing you want to do is come home and do more radio. So while I'm doing radio now, doing some national stuff for Sports Map Nation. It used to be SB Nation. It's now Sports Map Radio. They just rebranded and put a new name on there. I'm not doing as much locally as I had been. So I love it. I get to talk about Miami. I talk trash, and I'll tell anybody, I'm going to keep it as real as they come. With 40 years of fandom and 3/4 crazy, which is like how I like to think of myself, I just go on there and let it fly. And half the time I have an idea what I want to talk about, and it turns into just storytelling and, thinking back to the days of being a fan and just enjoying what the University of Miami's brought to my life.
Absolutely, dude. I've been telling people, and I actually had someone, a good family friend. He's a Canes fan. He's big into local radio down here. He goes like, dude, you and John Michaels just need a show on 790 or 560. And I'm like, well, hell yeah, we do.
I would love it. I'll be honest. I have spoken with the program director of 790 or 560 multiple times. The timing's never been right. And unfortunately right now, you've seen it. If you read anywhere, every major radio entity is literally just whacking everybody. They're firing everybody. And that's what I'm waiting on here locally. I've got 2 different stations potentially that want me, but neither one of them are hiring. And they're like, well, John, you just got to be patient. I'm like, patient don't pay my fucking bills. So the first person that comes with a job, I'm taking the job and going from there. But no, State of Miami's awesome. I'm going to do the shameless plug. Edit by AB hooked me up, made a couple of designs. I put them on T-shirts. The Lastly King 20 shirt. It's got the little State of Miami podcast logo right underneath it. I think that's going to be a hot seller. I've had people buying those. And I think as soon as we go out and put up a 40-point game, those are going to start flying off the shelves.
Man.
I love it, bro. Hey, you've always been good to us. So whenever, if you want to plug your show in, we are more than happy to help you out, bro.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you plugged AB. AB is one of my dudes. And, dude, he's incredible, isn't he? He's so talented.
Yeah, he reached out to me. I don't know. When I first announced and just put the Twitter page up, he goes, man, I saw the name and I just made this and, I'll do it for you. He goes, I charge people to do these type of graphics and whatnot. He goes, but I just want this one out there. Now, don't get me wrong. I paid for the other one and he's hooking up one that's going to say scared money don't make money, which is kind of the motto of my podcast. But, oh, that dude does incredible work and it's top notch and he turns it around in like a day.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah.
Yes. So he's really cool with what he does.
Yeah, he's done work for me. So he did. I had a Star Wars podcast that I was working on before the stuff happened with Slam Radio. That kind of had to get pushed to the back burner because I don't have any time at all to work on that right now. I'm too busy with Fours Up and then Slam. But he did our edit for Slam. He's done stuff with Fours Up. He helped me out personally with like that Star Wars thing I was gonna do. It's just incredible, man. He's very talented, and like you said, it's always like 30 minutes after I ask for it, I get like an incredible piece of artwork back from him.
Yeah, and it's awesome what you guys are doing on Slam. Amigo's my dude. I remember when it was Armando and Amigo, and I have no idea what channel they were on. I met him. I met Larry, what was it, 12 years ago, whenever Hard Knocks was in Miami. The show that I was doing here in Atlanta was like, John, you grew up a Dolphin fan. we're sending, HBO pays for shit like this. They said, we're going to send you down. You're going to do the show for 3 days from Dolphins training camp and just have a great time. And I was right next to Armando, or it was Mondo and the Migo. I forgot. I think it was Armando and the Migo, or whatever the name of the show was. But we sat in BS, and they saw my Miami tattoos, and they were like, "What the fuck are you doing in Atlanta?" And I said, "Well, that's just where I do radio and where I live, and we've always connected from there." And he's a great resource. What he's doing there is really, really cool to help out and get guys on the air that deserve a chance to get on the air.
Absolutely, brother. Okay, so let's talk some Canes, man. We kick off in 27 days, and it looks like the rest of the country, the other conferences, Big Ten, Pac-12, they're doing their shit, but we at least are kicking off in 27 days. How are you feeling?
I'm awesome. I feel great. Obviously every day that goes by, I open up social media and I'm like, all right, we're still playing. And I see at Canes football going, all right, there's our practice pictures and we're in pads and we're hitting. I'm still nervous that something's going to happen where people are going to get spooked and pull the plug. I'm a guy that from day one, I said, we're going to play football. They'll find a way. And I'm shocked. I actually wrote a piece for Barrett Sports Media today saying college landscape and college media has changed forever. Like it's something that's not going to be the same ever again. And obviously with the way that this is looking, I look at Miami and go, fuck, 27 days. I hope we play. UAB is actually going to be a tough opener because they're a well-coached team. They're a team that's got 18 returning starters back. I actually did TV for the last game they played before the program shut down. And Bill Clark is a tremendous coach. Now, if we lose that game, Manny Diaz is done. He can go ahead and pack his shit and get the hell out of town. But it's a game that should be a nice opener for Lashley and King, and I cannot wait for that game to kick off on Thursday night.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jordan and I said the same thing, when we previewed the first half of the season the other day. Like UAB, they went 9-5 last year. They've been in back-to-back conference championship games. They're not a bad – this isn't Bethune-Cookman. We're not playing FAMU. And so I wanted to ask you about Louisville. Does that game scare you at all?
None of the games scare. I mean, Clemson's the one game that scares me. You look at Clemson and you go, okay, we don't have the talent of Clemson. And that's not an indictment on the players we have on our team. It's not as good as it's Clemson. I looked at Dan Enos. We put 60 points on them, or your 50 some odd points on them a year ago. I forgot what the final score was, 56-27, somewhere in there. We put a lot of points on them. Defensively, they're dreadful. Now, offensively, Scott Satterfield has always run a great system. You can go back to his time at Appalachian State. Remember that game? We beat the hell out of them, but there were some moments where they were really moving the football. Yeah. And Tutu Atwell's one of the best players in all of college football. I think it's Giovanni Hawkins. I'm trying to remember the name of the running back they have. He's a 1,200-yard back. I mean, Atwell caught a 3-yard drag against us and turned up the field and housed it for about 75. So he's a kid that we never should have let get out of South Florida, but that's a different story for a different day. That's a game you better have your big boy pants on, and I'm actually happy that we have a pretty good opener. You look at UAB, you should probably win that game by 3 touchdowns. It should be 38-17, 31-10, somewhere in there. But it's not going to be the cakewalk that you just talked about with Bethune-Cookman, and it should get you revved up and ready to go against Louisville.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with what you're saying. It does worry me because last season we lost to teams that are worse than UAB, which does scare me going into that game. I guess I'm using the word scare pretty liberally there. But like you said, we do have a pretty tough beginning to the season, and then after Louisville we go right into a rivalry game, and then we have Clemson right after that. So
here's the thing I say about this season, and you can really look across the 68 or so teams that are going to play. We're going to know who's good and who's bad. Like I thought about when they changed our schedule. And I think the ESPN FPI had us winning 4.7 games this year, which I laugh at. It's like, take that computer and shove it up your ass. That computer doesn't know a damn thing.
Like I was listening to 790. Didn't mean to cut you off, but they said that ESPN gave us a 30% chance to win 6 games.
Yeah, it's nuts. And that's computer that puts in a lot of data from a year ago. I don't think it can factor in an offensive coordinator change.